Hey guys, YouTube War 100 here, continuing my Elm Street Friday 13th reviews with the next movie, Jason X. Oh, this really was not too good. Man, I just really don't know what to say. I mean, this just really was not a good movie. I mean, it's not the worst Jason movie or Friday 13th movie. But yeah, it is still pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, the futurism in this movie is kind of cool, but I mean, really, this really was just a bad movie. I mean, seriously, I mean, I just don't think this really was a good idea to have it take place so far into the future. I mean, yeah, because yeah, this movie, this takes place after Freddy vs. Jason, but obviously, yeah, it was released before it, obviously, because I'm not at Freddy vs. Jason. And, yeah, I just really thought this really was just bad. I mean, this felt more like just like a science fiction movie than it did horror. And seriously, yeah, I mean, this felt more like a, this felt like a combination of Friday the 13th, Star Trek, and Die Hard. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, yeah. So yeah, there's really not much to talk about this movie. I give this like 1.25 stars out of 4. Yeah, so this movie was released in 2002 here in the US. And yeah. Yeah, so yeah, let me just get right into it. Yeah, like I said, there's not really much to talk about here. So the movie opens 5 years after Freddy vs. Jason. Jason got captured by the U.S. government, and he's held at like the Crystal Lake Research Facility. And then in 2010, the scientists decide to place Jason in frozen status. I'm, I mean not status. This is after a bunch of failed attempts to kill him. And then one of the privates, it's placed a blanket over him. And then once the And then the soldiers come to see it, and then, yeah, once they remove the blanket, the private is dead. And then, yeah, Jason killed all the soldiers, and then, yeah, one of the girls in this movie lured him into an ice pad, and then she activated it, and then Jason ended up rupturing the pad, and then, yeah, it turns out the ice fluid that spilled into the sealed room, and it froze both Jason and the girl. And then over like 400 years later, it's the year 2455, and yeah, Earth became polluted. It then moved to a new planet, Earth 2. And there are 3 students on a field trip, led by their professor. They're at the Crystal Lake facility, and they find Jason and the girl frozen, and they bring them to their spaceship. Yep, and then they reanimate the girl, and Jason is pronounced dead, and he's in the morgue. And then another one of the students is ordered to dissect Jason's body. And then one of them say that Jason's body could be a, worth a big amount to collectors. And then while one couple's having sex, Jason then eventually comes back to life, and then he sits up and kills the girl, dissecting her by just dumping her face into liquid nitrogen, and then her head and face just freeze, and then Jason just smashes her head on a counter, and then it just shred to pieces. And then Jason took a machete-shaped tool and started to make his way around the ship, and yeah, he just continued to kill a bunch of these students. I don't even know a lot of their names throughout the movie, yeah. And then, yeah, a sergeant then led a group of soldiers to attack Jason, and then Jason killed another guy that was trying to kill him when he broke another guy's back, and then he smashed the other guy's head against the wall. And he tried to attack another guy, but the soldiers ended up saving him, and then Jason just ended up disappearing. And yeah, it's as I said, Jason just kills all the team of soldiers one by one. Yeah. And then another one of the guys then gets hacked apart by Jason later on. And then the ship, yeah, it was the pilot that Jason killed right there. And then, yeah, the ship then started to destroy another space station after it crashed into it. Yeah. And then Jason eventually broke into the lab where everyone was hiding, and then, yeah, he decapitated another guy. Yeah, and then, yeah, then with the ship badly damaged, some more of the students found the pilot's remains. And, yeah, and then they just decide to start preparing the shuttle to escape. Hey, but one of the girls on board for the shuttle, she has a panic attack, and then she launched the shuttle without releasing the fueling, and then crashes, and she died. And Jason gets attacked again, but he overpowers the guy attacking him, and then, yeah, another one of the girls starts fighting with Jason, and then she seemingly kills him after she, like, knocks off one of his arms, legs, ribcage, and then shoots him in the head. And yeah. And then, yeah. Then they send a call for another shuttle. And yeah, all the survivors are setting explosive charges to the remaining pontoon of the main drive, but as they're working, Jason gets brought back to life when he's rebuilt by a medical station or something, and then yeah, he then becomes like a cyborg, even more powerful, and it actually did look pretty cool. How Jason looked, and yeah, Jason then came to that girl that shot him, and then yeah, he just punched her head off with one blow, but her head was still functioning. And yeah, Jason continued to attack everyone, but then he got stopped by another guy that sacrificed himself, setting off the charges, with the others escaping. And but Jason survived, and he's onto the shuttle, so. And then he just punches through the hole, and he blew out another one of the girls. And then there was a power failure with the door, and yeah. And then there was some other guy. I set up a holographic simulation of Crystal Lake to distract Jason. But then Jason then realizes that he sees through like a deception. As the door's fixed, and then yeah, another one of the guys confronts Jason, so everyone else can escape. And once everyone escapes, then the pontoon explodes, and yeah, it threw Jason and that guy at high speed east towards all of them. But then yeah, they get caught in mid-flight, and then they both are headed to the atmosphere of Earth 2, and it incinerates them, and then yeah, and then yeah, on the planet, two more teens see them see a falling star, which happens to be the mask Jason was wearing as it sinks to the bottom of the lake, and yeah, that's how it ended. It's so yeah, like I said, there wasn't much to talk about, and yeah, I got through pretty quick. I mean, this video's only been pretty much 11 minutes, so yeah, that does it for my review of Jason X. Heck, so yeah, and tomorrow on Halloween will finally be the moment of truth, the moment that everyone's probably been waiting for, when I finally review Freddy vs. Jason. So yeah, stay tuned for the Freddy vs. Jason review tomorrow on Halloween. So yeah, so anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.